Yeah, I love Jesse, man.
He is one of my favorite people in the industry.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you can get better than, like, a guy than Jesse because...
But anyway, I just called Jesse and asked him if, hey, would you be interested in doing this? And he said, sure. Yeah. And came up, and I found out that in real life, he's everything that he seems like he is on TV.
He's an A1, like, dude.
Yeah,
like,
he
100% A1 guy. And I don't know, man. Like, I don't get along with anyone else better at the station than I think, because we both have the same humor.
Yeah,
it's just all self-depreciating. You know, let's make ourselves look incredibly small. I don't mind being the butt of a joke as long as it's low as mine. You know, that sort of thing. So he's amazing. He's really fun.
And he's hot now.
He's
lost
what?
weight. Jesse's hot now.
Yeah,
he's lost weight.
Dude, he's smoking hot.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm married, but
Oh, hey, me too.
I'll divorce her for Jesse. Why not?
Yeah,
I would too. I mean, he's gonna be way hot if he keeps going the way he's going.
Yeah, he told me he's got a cool coach now that's been helping him out and stuff like that. So anyway, yeah,
I need to get me one of those.
Yeah, everybody needs a Tony Horton P90X guy. You know?
Yeah.
Billy Blanks.
Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Billy Blanks. Yeah, with the. Yeah, apparently that's back in style now.
I've used those P90X recipes.
Nobody would have thought that I would be the one. Rhyner, sports talk. Baseball, 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 baseball.
Oh, with the big mic. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Now I get it.
We had a lightning strike, boys. What happened over there, Grego? We had a little lightning strike right outside the window.
All right. Here's a tip for all these Americano League teams.
Wait, you said tip?
Yeah, tip. Okay. With a P.
Keep jamming.
The ticket, colon, nothing but a big Gen X jerk-off session.
This is a cool night or what?
Although somebody would hear that and go, bullshit.
I'm back, bitches.
You guys know who we were talking about? I'll bet you don't.
Oh.
We were talking about Jesse Hawila, who's been on the show a number of times.
Absolute jerk.
He is, man.
We hate him.
I swear,
he owes me money, man.
I am not having him on
I'm telling
again.
you.
Just bust down our door like the Kool-Aid Man and says, I want to talk on the microphone.
Oh, yeah. That was more Macho Man Randy Savage, yeah.
I got the idea.
I'm Jesse Wheeler doing the news, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cream of the crop range, oh yeah. This weekend at Somerset.
I got kind of a savage. I got a bit of a macho man.
It would have been amazing if that was your first time ever attempting that.
You just find this voice out of
Sometimes
nowhere.
you
You're like,
just don't know.
Macho Man just came out of nowhere. That's pretty crazy.
That's pretty good.
I practice in the mirror every morning, and my wife wants to kill me.
That's understandable.
Very much go in there and stop with the wrestling stuff.
Yeah. Please get on the TV.
It happened
30.
He's dead. It happened 30 years ago. Anyway.
Well, the reason we're talking about Jesse Hawila is because this guy knows him too.
Hey!
This guy works with Jesse Hawila, and if he works with Jesse Hawila, that means he works at WFAA TV Channel 8.
Yeah.
And if you were up early in the morning and you flick on Channel 8 these days, you see this man.
Yes. Salutations.
This is the great Matt Howerton with us today.
Please watch WFAA Daybreak. They will fire me if you do not. Okay.
Yes.
So I'm begging you. I have a family, and when I say a family, I just have a wife. We just got married. This could potentially ruin me if you don't watch. So.
Do you want this man to have a baby?
Yeah.
Watch.
Exactly.
Yeah. We're getting the watch is ticking right now.
Yes, that's right.
The next
The meter's
step,
running.
Yeah.
In the TV and radio game, the meter always runs.
As we learned.
Yeah, life always goes by pretty fast. You try to, at least in TV, you kind of feel like you got to find time to have something, happen with your family here and there. Took me a while to propose. I got that in my ear a lot.
Yeah.
Because I just was so focused on doing my job all the time. And, moving along just fine, just swimmingly, and then you kind of finally take a beat for yourself, and you're like, oh yeah, we should get a.
That's a big step, man.
We should get a marriage. That's good. Let's get one marriage. Can we order one of those, please? Yeah. But anyway.
Yes, get a marriage well done.
So my agent said I shouldn't do this. What's this podcast again?
We don't know.
It's just a little YDC. That's all.
I'm jacked to be here. Like, I'm so, as I told you, I was like crushing energy drinks and listening to Limp Bizkit on the way over here, just so I could like be in the presence of the great Groobs and Mike Rhyner, man.
Thank you.
This is a legendary radio team in Dallas. And I'll tell you, this is what's interesting about how I know you. So I didn't grow up watching sports talk radio in Dallas. Listening.
We weren't going to say
you know what I'm saying. You know,
you're the TV guy.
I'm a visual creature. Yeah. But I didn't grow up listening to The Ticket when I was, just moving through life. And then I got back to Dallas in 2017, and I started hanging out with a photographer at Channel 8 because we go on stories every day, and we would kind of head out to a store, and he'd be listening to The Ticket. His name's John Goss, and he like worships the ground that you walk on, like you are a deity in the WFAA Photog Lounge. Kneel before your God, Babylon. Mike Rhyner is right here. But anyway, he was like listening to The Ticket the whole time.
Hey guys, I'm a big fan.
He was listening to The Ticket the whole time, and essentially, I was like, "Who are we? Who are these guys? They're pretty funny." And he was like, "Dude, this is Mike Rhyner, man. Mike Rhyner, and he's been doing this forever, man. He's like a pioneer in the sports talk radio." And I was like, "Oh, cool." And then every day we'd listen to the Hardline, and I would just kind of slowly become like this new fan, which is a wild time to join in 2017. I know you'd been doing it for a lot longer than that beforehand. And then we met the first time. John Wetland got arrested and removed from the Texas Rangers Hall of Fame. And they were like, go find someone who's like, can maybe speak about the Rangers, who maybe isn't part of the team because they probably won't say anything if they're part of the actual, organization. So they said, go find Rhyner. And you were at some arcade in Arlington, like this big arcade bar. And like I could just tell, like just the basic, like you were such a sweet guy to like do the interview and just give me your 2 cents like on the situation. But I could just tell you were like, I'm doing this guy a favor, like by talking to him. And then the second time we met, and after that first time, I was like, Mike's a cool dude. He just like saved me because we have to turn stories every day.
Sure.
And then you obviously came in and helped out and gave us some sound. And then the second time, Jason Witten had just retired from Monday Night Football. If you could say he retired, maybe he just left. He unretired. He left Monday Night Football, he unretired, and he joined the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
And then we got some sound, I think, just from you and the folks inside The Ticket, just doing some banter about it. Because it was kind of a big deal. Like, he was coming back to the Cowboys. And then the third time's the best time. This is my favorite story with Mike Rhyner. And it's a little sad, but it's also just amazing, okay?
I'm sorry.
So we frequent one nostalgia place. Or at least, do you go there at all pretty often?
Now and then.
Yeah. Do you sing at all?
Yes, I do. I sing Mac the Knife.
Yes.
Every single time that I've been there with them, it happens.
Yes. So I also love one nostalgia place, which if you don't know where that is, it's off of Northwest Highway, and at least kind of near the old Blockbuster, the first Blockbuster that's now an Applebee's. Abrams. There you go. They do karaoke 5 nights a week?
I'm really not sure. I just go there on weekends.
I think it's
Thursday through Saturday. Apparently.
Yeah, okay. So they do it quite a bit there, and they also have like a pretty cool place. So I love going there and singing poorly, and essentially we're there, and then I see Mike at the bar, and I'm like, oh my God, it's Mike Rhyner. Again, I'm having a deity moment. I'm like, this is great. And obviously, I kind of wanted to let my friends know who were there with me, and Lauren was with me there, my wife now. I guess we were dating at the time. And I was like, dude, I basically did what John did to me. Mm-hmm. I was like, Lauren, that guy is like radio legend here in Dallas. He's awesome. He's like a pioneer in sports talk radio. And I was like, come on, come over here. We'll get a picture with him. He's such a nice guy. And so I tapped on like Mike's shoulder, and Mike just kind of like looks over to the left at me, and I'm like, hey, I'm Matt Howerton from Channel 8. Do you remember me? I mean, we did a couple stories together, and you were like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I knew full well who you were.
Yeah, I remember. And then I was like, oh, that's great. I was like, do you mind getting a picture of me and my girlfriend? And you go, no. And I was like, oh, okay. I had the gall to ask why. I should have just been like, all right, cool. I'll just go over here.
I don't think I said it quite like that.
You were very Clint Eastwood. You were pretty Clint Eastwood about it. And then I said,
"Why?" God, you guys are piling on now.
I asked why.
That's a really big mistake to make.
I wasn't. I mean, I was just kind of shocked. I was like, oh. I was like, so why can't you get a picture of me? And then Mike just goes, I don't want people to know I'm here. And I was just like, okay. That's fine.
Well, no, I think I said I'm going underground tonight or something like that.
Yeah,
going off the grid probably. Yeah.
I moved. I kind of like moved away, and I texted John the photog, and I was like, dude, I ran into Rhyner tonight at the bar, and he's kind of our Lord and Savior of radio, and
baseball Jesus.
I was like, yeah, and then I was like, I want to take a picture with him, and he kind of just like. I don't know. He said no. It just told me off. And he goes, dude, today the freak got pulled on the radio. And I was like, no. I was like, of all the times to run into you at the bar, I was like, that was like the worst day of the month probably for you or whatever. No,
actually, I was, number one, I fully expected it. I saw it coming, and we all saw it coming from miles and miles away. So... no, it didn't come as any kind of surprise at all. I was just going underground that night. That's it. Sometimes a fellow wants to do that, Well,
I was very, very excited when I think you messaged me or you commented on something that I put online, and because I thought I made you mad, by asking you for a photograph that night. I mean, I felt like I was in the wrong, and then I'm not saying you were. I just felt like I offended you, and then you said hey, I'll take a picture with you now, or I'll just get a picture. I'll take a picture with you, and I was like, I was like, Mike Rhyner knows who I am. Yeah. Let's go.
And as fate would have it, after we're done here, you know what we're doing?
Taking a picture.
We're taking a picture.
Yeah. Hey, what a segue. What a segue, baby. Well, either way, I'm jacked to be here. And again, I'm 5 minutes from your house. I think I'm just going to stumble over here from the bar one night and just bang on the door and be like, Mike, let's talk about the 1999 Stars team and
let's do it.
Something
Monday
around
or
those
Wednesday
lines.
At 5, you come over.
Very well.
Otherwise, you're just going to walk in on a man on a couch watching TV.
God, man, I've got all these questions here to talk to you about.
I'm sorry. I'm getting in the way.
No, you're not. I mean,
too many anecdotes.
Since when do we have a rundown?
Okay.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, I'm an open book, and fine print, and also grade reading level is probably 6th to 7th grade. I try to keep it that low.
Our guy.
That's my speed.
That's pretty good.
If it's a pop-up book, even better. I like pop-up books. I'm a tangible learner. Okay.
What was life in Ennis like for you?
Oh my gosh. Do you have an hour? Because I could talk to you for an hour about E-Town, Ennis, Texas, my Ennis Lions. It was awesome, man. I think growing up in a small town, south of here, obviously, it's about 45 minutes, give or take, with the traffic. It's just a great place. Really easy to know people. Easy to get around, easy to get into people's business, because I think it was a town of 16 to 20,000 people as I was growing up. It's not a small town, but it was big enough to at least, we had a small Walmart, but we didn't have a mall, we didn't have a movie theater, and we did get that when I was in high school. Nobody went there to watch movies. Everybody went there to make out. But if you really wanted to go in and get a movie, you see a movie by yourself or with your family, that was a good place to go. In high school, though, that was a primo spot,
I think when I was the voice of the Terrell Tigers, we played Ennis. They played Ennis one year.
What year was that? Do you know?
Oh God, that would have been back in the 80s.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
wow.
probably weren't alive.
They were in our district whenever I was in junior high, and they were a tough team. And obviously, Jamie Foxx is from there. Yeah. That's kind of the town's.
Went to school with him.
Did you really? What was he like?
Amazing.
Yeah, I've heard good things.
Very nice, and was an incredible singer, and really known for his singing back then.
Wow. Well, yeah. I mean, he kind of started in a music career, right? And then he kind of flipped into acting, I think.
Yeah, he was able to really promote himself.
Yeah. But Ennis was good. It was fantastic. My dad, we were there because my dad decided to be the city manager for the town in the 80s. And my mom's from Austin. He's from Waco. They decided to go to Ennis. They were kind of moving around as some city managers do. They, spend maybe a few years with the town, then they go to another one. Kind of like superintendents at a school district. So we were in Ennis in the 80s. I was born after my sister, and then, he just liked the town. He enjoyed it a lot. And so we stayed there. And so met a lot of great people. There's just a lot of friendly folks in Ennis. There's a big Czechoslovakian heritage there. They have the Polka Fest every year. All the Bluebonnet Trail stuff is really nice. It's just a cool town where you go there and I think everyone just, waves at you and you're opening the door for people. People say thank you. It kind of reminds me of that old Texas hospitality. Everybody there seems to have it. Then the football team was great. Sam Harrell, obviously the coach there, legendary Graham Harrell. I got to see 3 state championships in my time when I was in Ennis. Wow. Which was cool, obviously. There was when you're a kid too and you watch a state championship, you're maybe 6th grade, you think that the team on the field can beat the Cowboys because they're not doing well, and you're just sorely mistaken. But that's kind of the love that you have for the team. And then played for him while I was there. Had a great time doing that. I was an incredible bench warmer. I was special teams player of the week against Waxahachie my senior year. So, hey, back away, guys.
Okay. Hey.
D1 athlete if my mom didn't make great desserts.
So was there anything about you to suggest that you'd wind up where you are now?
Oh, man. There were signs. There definitely were. I often tell people, they're like, how did you get into TV news? And I just kind of say, I didn't really pick the job. The job sort of picked me. I'd always been comfortable being on a stage when I was a kid. It started off, I was in pre-K. I was at a Christmas recital, and essentially they needed a kid to go up and welcome everyone to the church. And and so they asked me to do it. And it's 5 sentences. You just kind of say them, and you say, hey, welcome into the Christmas recital, this, that, and the other. And usually, the kid either has a card or there's a teacher kind of helping them say it. And my dad was like, no. You're going to go up, you're going to memorize all this. You're going to wear a suit, and you're going to get up there, and you're going to say it all from memory. And I was like, okay, this is a lot. I feel like that was really kind of intimidating as a child. And then I did it and was kind of nailed it, kind of knocked it out of the park with nobody's help. And everybody in the church is like, that guy is going to be a politician or an attorney or a pastor. Thank God I am not all three or any of those. But yeah, it was just something that I think started very young. I was in a lot of plays, a few plays from 4th and 6th grade. I was the MC of our talent show in intermediate school. Did stupid bits from Wayne's World and Forrest Gump and little things to make everybody laugh. And just was a lunchroom ham. Just did impressions of our principals and our coaches and all that sort of stuff, and made everybody laugh. And then did 1-act play, UIL. Did prose and poetry, extemporaneous speaking. Did debate as I got into junior high and then high school. Then did some stuff in the Baptist General Convention of Texas, which is their speakers tournament. It's UIL for church. You do a 4 to 6 minute speech over a religious topic, and then you have to give it memorized to a bunch of judges. And I got 3rd in state twice, and then 1st my senior year. Got a bunch of money for scholarship for Baylor. Was in a band, was in a garage band when me and my buddies, we all got together and had a band across the street from my house, annoyed the hell out of my sister. And I sang, attempted vocals is what I play. So was in a lot of Battle of the Bands was around town doing stuff. And so anyway, long story short, sorry everyone. My parents were like, we kind of see you have a gift being good at like public speaking, like not having a problem from a crowd. And I was like, yeah, but how do you make that into like a career? And we were just thinking about it, and I was thinking about maybe an attorney could do that. And then just kind of found out the paperwork involved and how rich but miserable a lot of attorneys can be. Smart people. I'm not trying to. It's a good profession, okay? You know, if you need a will, call McGill. But if that were to happen, I was like, I got to go to law school. You know, I don't know about that. But Dad and I used to watch Channel 8 all the time. Like that, it's funny that I wound up here, but like literally that thing was on every night at like 5 and 6 in our house. Like Chip Moody, Tracy Rowlett, John and Gloria, Troy Dungan. Dale Hansen obviously was there for a long time. A slew of reporters who were around back then: Brad Watson, Gary Reeves, Janet St. James. I mean, I name a lot. Rebecca Lopez, she's still at the station. And that was kind of like my time when I was a kid. I have to turn off Nickelodeon or Disney Channel and like watch the news with Dad begrudgingly. Yeah. But then that was my only time that I got with him because he would be working all day. And so we just kind of watched the news together. And so he just suggested it.
Oh boy, the lessons really sunk in well, because I got to tell you that watching you on TV over a period of time, it didn't come to me right away. Watching you on TV over a period of time, I can't remember what it was you did, but at the end of one of your stories, I just found myself thinking, man, that guy is really a natural.
Oh, man.
That guy is really good.
That's high praise. Let me tell you that right there. I didn't pay him to say that, all right? All right? That's Mike. That came out of Mike's mouth without me putting a gun to him, all right? Or a
just
knife.
Tell him the truth,
or
man.
A sharp object.
Just speaking the truth. That's it.
That's really kind of you to say, but like, I mean, because it's been such a journey to get back there. Because you start off like, paying your dues, make it like my first job was like I made $25,000 a year, which is more than most people made at their first jobs in TV. It's really astonishing how little they pay people.
Where was your first job?
Waco. So went to school at Baylor. Kind of was like, yeah, I mean, I'll try the journalism route and see if I like it, and then got an internship at KWTX there my sophomore year, and just kind of fell in love with all of it. Shadowed a reporter named Eli Ross, goes by Eli Rosenberg now. He's in Boston, and it was his first, maybe second market. Yeah, man, it was just really cool to just be that first rough draft of history, and I don't know, make a difference when you're in local news. I don't really know how much of a difference sometimes cable news networks make, especially with how much they're politicized now. National news networks obviously kind of parachute in everywhere on the worst day of everyone's lives, and they leave.
Yeah.
But in local news, you kind of have an opportunity to actually tell people stories, make a little bit of a difference. You can help raise money. You can bring awareness.
Yeah, be a part of things.
You can sort of illuminate big things happening in a community, and if they become big enough, national news pays attention to it, or anyone else who's got a bigger platform. So I fell in love with it, then went to Channel 8 for an internship the year after. Got lucky. Gloria Campos went to school with the mayor of our town, his wife. They both went to school together at Texas State, I believe. I might be wrong. But, kind of buttered up to her, and I was like, hey, I know you know Gloria. Do you mind if I get a tour of the station? And bingo, we got one when I was in college. And I remember walking around. That was back when Bilo owned the joint. And, obviously they had a ton of employees, and it was a really big operation. And I remember walking around with Gloria, and everyone was saying, man, you got a real expensive tour guide right there. And I was like, I don't know what that means, but I'm just glad to be here, guys. But anyway, then got an internship and really loved it, because that was back when it was about a few years before Bilo sold. And, obviously things happen when sales go down.
Right.
Things can be... the pie could shrink a little bit, but it was really cool to see that side of Channel 8 and Bilo kind of in its final years, just for, it was a couple of months while I was there. And it was awesome too. The first week I was there, the Mavs won the championship. So like as an intern, that was like my first thing was to go to the parade. And this is a great story. Hang on, pause. I know you have questions. So it is like incredibly hot. I'm talking about hell's doorstep. Abandon all faith, ye who enter here, like outside that week. And obviously it was a big deal because, they'd just beaten the Heat and this, powerhouse that was formed in the offseason, the ESPN stuff with LeBron and whatever. And so back in the day, like a lot of Channel 8 reporters would wear like suits no matter what.
Yes.
Like in the heat.
That's right.
Dead of summer.
With ties.
Yeah, and it was...
Those ties were not loosened.
It was a tight ship. And so I was like, all right, I got to do this if I'm an intern. So I show up in slacks, a collared shirt, and a tie. And they're like, you're going to be with Rebecca Lopez and another photographer. We're going to put them on a... Channel 8 always thinks big. They're like, we're going to put them on a scissor lift at the end of the parade route. And they'll have the best shot in town. And I was like, oh, cool. This is great. So we go there. I drive in a live truck with... this is back when they had engineers for live trucks. And they had Rebecca Lopez in the scissor lift. And it was really high up in the air. And the engineer had the live truck going, and he was kind of beaming out the signal. And essentially, once the parade area, or I guess the float that everyone was on, once it came down, we were kind of right to the right. If you're looking at the American Airlines Center Plaza, we were like to the left of that. And it was coming down the road, and it was going to turn, I think, into the plaza. And Lopez was kind of like shooting this way and like giving her live shot. Well, everybody wanted to see the float because they couldn't see. So they started climbing the scissor lift like King Kong. And like there's multiple people, and I'm like, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. That's really not good. And even as an intern, I was like, oh my gosh, this is not great. And the live truck engineer like went down there to like pull them off of the scissor lift. And he goes, watch the truck. And I was like, all right, I got it. And so anyway, what happened was NBC5 didn't have a scissor lift. And so their truck was left unattended. People started climbing on their truck on the top of it and wanted to see a better shot of the parade. And they have like a air conditioning unit on the back. And like some dude like was standing on it, looked like he weighed over 2 bills at least. And it just goes boom, and it just like caved in, like while they were trying to see the parade. So I then, in my slacks, collared shirt and tie, get up on the back of the ladder of the live truck, and I'm like, no one's gonna get on the live truck if I have anything to say about it.
Just
and
kicking people off.
And I was standing on the live truck
with his wingtips.
Going, I like literally have my intern badge that I just got. I was like, get away from the truck! Nobody comes up here while I'm up here. Totally missed the float.
You talked as Macho Man the whole time?
Yeah, I mean,
really intimidate him.
Any of you want to come up here? It's gonna be SummerSlam, okay? SummerSlam '86, Hulk Hogan, man.
But no, yeah, it was pretty funny. That was like my first couple of days on the job, was defending a piece of Channel 8's equipment. So you kind of you might say I had it built in me to be an employee there. But yeah.
I had a little experience with B-Lo when they were in the radio game.
Oh yeah.
For the first, 4 or 5 years of my time in the game, I was upstairs on the second floor
at Channel 8?
At the zoo.
At the zoo.
Yeah.
K-Zoo.
Oh, that's right, K-Zoo.
I don't know what it looks like down there now, but the entire second floor was radio.
Yeah, so they have there's a thing called the radio room, and it's the old radio place. I guess it's where the studio was, but there's nothing there that you would recognize, but the window is still there.
Yeah.
Like the old window where like the producers would be able to look through.
Right.
That's still there.
Wow.
So that's kind of interesting. It used to be just like they used to have it just, when I got there, it was untouched. Hadn't changed. And then now they've kind of made it like a space where you can go into and like work or so on and so forth. They've renovated it a tad.
Wow.
They went in there in the pandemic and just really renovated a lot of stuff because nobody was there. So it was kind of like easy for them to do,
Well, while there, I did know some of the people down in WFAA, those who would actually talk to a lowly radio minion such as myself.
Yeah.
And I did get to know there, and I also had to walk through there around the outer rim of the place on the way out to the parking lot.
Uh-huh.
And man, one thing that has stayed with me ever since is that if there was ever an organization that was a stickler about doing it right,
yeah,
that was them.
Yeah.
This was during the Marty Haig era. I'm sure you've heard a lot about that.
I know him very well. I know him very well. Not personally, but Bert Shipp, who's Brett's dad, who worked the assignment desk at Channel 8, wrote a book called Details at 10. And it kind of chronicles a lot of his time pre-Marty and also with Marty, I believe.
Oh, man, I'd love to read that.
Yeah. And obviously, I think Bert's passed on, but it's really interesting. It has a lot to do with his initial upcomings in, like, TV and stuff. But I kind of got a nice little history of Channel 8 reading that. My mom gave it to me when I was in college. And I was like, okay, I'll take it out, give it a spin.
The thing that amazes me about WFAA and Channel 8, and well, they're the same thing, but now you guys go by WFAA more than you do Channel 8, don't you?
Yes, yeah. I mean, you don't really have the dial anymore, or like, I think it's more about moving away from like that TV moniker, kind of name. And so, we definitely go by WFA a little bit more. I still like to call us the Ocho because I think that's way easier to do than to be like reference. WFAA, but obviously like it's branded way more than a lot of other things. There's really anywhere where it says Channel 8, I think.
Yeah.
But obviously that was such a big deal back in the day because you would need to know what channel to put it on.
Yeah.
Nowadays it's like, all right, well, if you have cable, you can still call it Channel 8, I guess. But most of the time, we're online, we're streaming, we have content on social media. You have to find us by putting in WFAA.
You have to be everywhere today.
Oh, my gosh. It's the volume and velocity of... Look at what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Drop a like and subscribe if you can.
That's right.
Smack that bell notification. So if you know when the Dark Companion starts the podcast. We're running live in 3 places? Where?
Yes, we are.
YouTube and...
No. Patreon, Facebook, and X, Ashley.
Oh, cool. I like that.
Is that it, Ashley?
Yeah.
But you guys do post on YouTube a bit too, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It'll go up on YouTube.
Yeah.
Just a little bit later.
Yeah, we're probably bigger there than anywhere else, but yes, we are live on those others right now.
We're everywhere.
Are we still live?
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Oh, sorry. Live. Okay, I thought we ended it.
No, we're just not that.
I was like, dang, that was kind of a bummer to end on.
We just hit a little bit of
You're
a
like,
lull,
Channel 8
that's
doesn't
all.
go by Channel 8 anymore. Yep, that's it.
we didn't have energy drinks.
Well, the thing has always amazed me about WFAA is no matter who's there, no matter how long they've been there, no matter how many times the thing has turned over all these years, it's still great.
Yeah, I would say
it is still great. It's like the first thing you learn when you go in there is the standard is the standard.
Yeah, it's a tough. When you first get there, it's a tough, kind of thing to walk into because you do know a lot about the legacy. You read about how the microfilm from Abraham Zapruder was taken to WFAA to be developed. And if someone there who didn't, know what they were doing tried to develop it, we wouldn't have had that. But instead, someone at Channel 8 was like, that's not going to be developed here. We don't develop that type of film. You got to take that down to a Kodak store. Yeah. And then the FBI's coming in, waltzing into our doors right after that. There's just countless stories that, we are just kind of weaved into history in some really interesting and cool ways, unlike any other station. And some of our photographers, I will praise our photographers left and right. There's not a photographer shop in the nation that does a better job than Channel 8. We wipe the floor with everybody in awards because they do such a great job storytelling visually.
Yeah.
And it's a shame because like content now is digested by like 6 to 10 seconds. And like our photographers beautifully shoot stuff. And sometimes the appetite, at least for the younger generation, the Gen Zers, those kids, get off my lawn. They're like, they don't really have the time to like watch a piece that's like 2 to 3 minutes even. So there's some people that do. There's a lot of people that I think that still understand that type of storytelling is what we want and what we want to do. But yeah, there's kind of an appetite for like shorter content, more just get you to the point, informative. But we still do it, man. We still do the beautiful storytelling, and I'm proud of that. Proud of all the guys in there. They do all such a great job.
You should be, man. They are great.
Very proud. Guys like John Goss, who worship Mike. He's got a Mike Rhyner shrine in his house. It's in a closet in the back. I've seen it.
All right, we'll get him on YDC.
There's a if you brought John Goss onto this podcast, he would lose his mind. He'd be like, dude, this is like, I can die now. I literally hung out with Mike Rhyner in some form of a radio show.
He's gonna light an extra candle, but not.
Yeah.
It's like a gelatin shrine. It's got a nice statue of Mike, and
I'm gonna tell him I'll meet him at One Nostalgia sometime.
yes,
There you go.
yes.
All right, this is Matt Howerton.
Hello,
of
everyone.
WFAA.
How you doing?
And
Keep it
Matt
moving.
will be back for a little bit more in just a bit. You can relax if you want to.
Are we doing an advertisement?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, cool, man.
Yeah,
This is like a real radio show. I love it.
That's right, because now it is time for the dreaded and feared mid-show read.
Yes.
All right, what do we have here first today?
House of Healing.
Oh, okay.
Eric Nadel.
Is that what
All right.
Is that what we got here on the front?
Yes.
Nice.
That is the CBD House of Healing is what we're talking about here. And I'm holding in my hand here a full spectrum salve stick. That is what they call it. And if you're roaming around out there in pain in this world, there's no reason for that. What you need to do is go to the CBD House of Healing, get one of these. Rub some on it at night. Number one, it doesn't stink. Number one, it's not sticky. What it does do is work. It makes you feel better. Does it get rid of whatever's wrong with you? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I just know that for me, not too long ago, I had a pinched nerve in my neck. And I put some of this stuff on it, and it worked. It helped lots. Now, the pinched nerve seems to be gone. I've got some other residual things that are going on, but still, this worked for me. If it works for me, it'll work for you too. And if it's not that or something else that you need, at the CBD House of Healing, they approach all this stuff from a medicinal standpoint. I'm not sending you to some kind of head shop or anything like that. This is not what this is about. They're there to help make you feel better. So drop by, talk to their owner, Summer, who is an RN, by the way, so she understands all this. They are located at Northwest Highway and Plano Road in the northeast quadrant of that burgeoning intersection. Stop by, talk to them, find out what they can do for you. Feel better at the CBD House of Healing. What else?
Another thing.
Oh, we got
Another one?
thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or we can just have Mr. Teleprompter Man Matt Howerton read it.
I don't know if I can. I don't think I can do that.
Just had an idea. I don't know.
I would totally do it. I just would probably get yelled at. They're like,
we don't want that.
Like, if you're reading advertisements and we didn't even get anything for that.
Payola, plugola, I get it.
Well, it's entirely within the realm of the norm for me to read advertisements, so that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to tell you about the Eric Nadel Birthday Benefit Concert.
Oh, okay.
It is celebrating its 14th edition. What Eric does is he features two of his favorite bands. This year it is Brooklyn-based Sammy Ray and the Friends, and Bay Area favorite Chuck Prophet and the Kumbia Shoes. Now the date for this is Thursday, the 14th of May. Doors open at 6:30. Showtime is at 7:30, and it is at the legendary Longhorn Ballroom. Now, I don't know if you've been to a show at the Longhorn yet since they've got it up and running again, but I was at one a few weeks ago, and man, they've done a magnificent job of bringing this venue back into play. The benefit supports the work of the Grant Halliburton Foundation. That is a local nonprofit that provides mental health, education, training, and support to teens and families. To learn more and purchase tickets, visit granthalliburton.org/Eric Nadel. That's granthalliburton.org/Eric Nadel. Sponsor tables and suites are available. Come see the YDC gang on the purple carpet. Eric Nadel's birthday benefit, presented by Haynes Boone and KXT 91.7, featuring Sammy Ray and the Friends with special guest Chuck Prophet. Go to stolenwatermedia.com/our community for more information on all of this. Is that it?
Good job.
That's
Nailed it.
Yeah, dude. That was great.
You got
that's
good
for
prompter
later.
skills.
You could learn
that was great.
Okay.
Yeah, you nailed it, man.
You feel good about that, Shoopy.
Have you got any other critiques for me? What else could I have done better?
I mean, honestly, it's kind of. I thought you could do prompter stuff like full time. Like I just feel like all you gotta do is like read it and keep going, and just make sure the message gets across.
Yeah, that's it.
I think you have it's kind of an old wooden ship, reading the prompter. No, I feel like a lot of anchors that I've tried to ask for tips just say relax and just kind of focus on just reading. Just kind of not like a lot of people try to sing song and sound like like an old timey anchor. They're like, just read, just be natural, that sort of thing.
Is the majority of your stuff prompter, or do you get to go off the cuff?
Yes. So we clearly have stuff that's written for stories that we have to read, but we're doing these things now on Daybreak called In the Feed, and we kind of just like post some stories that like we click on like online, and we kind of bring them into the show.
Yeah.
And I just love to pick like silly, doofy ones, just like ones that don't make any sense, like that sort of thing. And also just like there was a video. Did you see the video of that guy who's like that wrestler in Austin who has the pizza?
Yes.
Yeah, he's like Luigi. His name's like Luigi something.
Yeah.
Like I picked that one day.
Hell yeah.
And I was like this is what I'm clicking on. Wrestling is real, and this is why. Like I can kind of go off the cuff for that sort of stuff.
Nice.
But for the most part, everything else is all prompter because we all kind of write it beforehand. We talk about it, and then we have to kind of stick to that and keep with it. So
I was gonna say I don't know how current your what you click on needs to be, but there's also a wrestler in Chicago that goes by Steven Flow.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's like a Pearl Jam guy. Yeah. And
like
his song is Steven
Flow.
Flow. It's like Steven Flow, and he like comes out, and he's literally he's dressed like Eddie Vedder.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's so good.
Great.
I love wrestling. I could be here for all night talking to you about wrestling.
We have a wrestling show you will be on next.
Oh my God. I mean, I'm not very good with like current stuff, but if you want me to just like
Stone Cold Rock
if you want me to talk about the Attitude Era and like
the
Monday Night Wars, I was there, man. I lived it. Okay.
I was too. We could be friends.
Yeah, I definitely, dude.
Like this isn't just on air friendship stuff.
There's nothing more than I would like to talk about in the Attitude Era. Just
okay.
Is Jesse into that too?
Yes, Jesse loves Stone Cold. He loves Stone Cold.
We need to get those two on the Clubhouse show. Him and Jesse.
We do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Boy, we do.
There we go.
Yeah, those
We're just
guys definitely need them.
Do anything. I'll do. Yeah, whatever, man.
Cross pollination.
I'm down.
I don't do.
I'm pretty much free after like 11 a.m. like I get done and I just find time to do whatever, So
what's that wake up call like?
1:45 a.m.
Oh, gross.
It's like a grenade going off.
Yeah.
And my wife is sleeping, and I'm just like, oh God, oh no, I don't want to wake you up. And then I have to.
That is just a brutal.
So
wake up.
what time do you crash these days?
Generally, I would like take a bit of a nap whenever I come home, a little cat nap, and then it's like probably an hour. And then I'll wake up and go work out, and then kind of eat, and then probably in bed around 6:30 at the latest.
Wow!
So he's about to crash pretty hard.
Boy,
yeah, dude, I pop some melatonin.
Boy, this is the last thing he's gonna do today.
And some ashwagandha, and I'm just like I'm done. I sleep pretty well.
Are you making it home from here?
Oh yeah. Definitely.
We'll do the,
When you said it was 5 minutes away, I was like, oh, I got this easy.
I'm still going to demand a text for you saying you got home. Like
okay.
Mom. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, we could do a wrestling podcast.
Absolutely.
Mike, do you like wrestling at all?
No, I'm not a big wrestling guy.
Oh, man.
But that could make it fun.
But we have others who are.
We could find clips where you could watch stuff and give us like your 2 cents just based off of what you're seeing.
I can do
Is my mic close enough? I feel like,
oh, you're great. You project pretty well.
No kidding. Yeah, I got in trouble quite a bit in school. They're like, shut up, Matt. We can literally hear you in the hallway.
Yeah.
Some of us go to 11.
I'm fully aware you do.
It's a skill. It's a big skill.
That was rougher than I meant it.
I remember I played Bill Sykes in Oliver Twist when I was in 5th grade, and he's like the villain, I guess, of Oliver Twist. He like tries to lure Oliver to do crime. Anyway, I don't know if you guys have seen the movie or read the book.
We don't read here.
But
I do.
Well,
go yeah. Go Doggo. That's a great
maybe
one.
just me.
We don't read.
It's definitely just you.
But my music teacher, Kathy Kreiner, wonderful woman. She was also my Bible drill instructor, which I don't know if y'all know what Bible drill is. Yeah. Wow, what an indoctrination into baptism or Baptist church. I could get into that on another visit if I come back.
We'll have you on the next time.
It's very interesting.
I believe you'll be coming back. If
Basically, you have a Bible and this is a competition, and they'll like say, I don't know, like a book that they'll just pull a book like Zephaniah out or something like that, or Malachi. And it's like kind of one of those harder ones. I'm pretty sure Zephaniah is in the Bible, correct?
We're probably not going to correct you.
Okay, all right.
It sounds like it would be.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a book. I was in Bible drill, by the way. Really not helping my case. Either way, but like you have to flip to the page and find a spot in the book, and then you step forward, and then they ask you the book before it and after it. And so you have to say those three things. And you have like 10 seconds to do it. Anyway, she was my Bible drill instructor and my music teacher. That's an interesting thing to get into, by the way. I don't even know if people still do it. Like it was like a really big thing in the 90s. So I don't know if it's still
in private schools.
They do? Okay. It's pretty cool. I don't know. Bible drill. It's dope. And she didn't give me a microphone whenever I played Bill Sykes. I was in 5th grade, and she was like, "We only have a few microphones. We think you can project to the back row." And I was like, "Got it. I'm the loud kid."
No, you definitely filled the house when you came in.
Oh, I did.
It was great. There's some guests, that are, kind of.
Hey man, how's it going? How's it going,
and
Mike?
then you can tell the ones that have been in broadcasting.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, when Dale Hansen, we had him on.
Oh, Dale is.
Like,
oh yeah.
I thought we were going to get a noise complaint.
Yeah, Dale is quite boisterous. He's quite but it's great because he really leans into every story.
And things tend to go wherever he wants them to go too.
Oh man, he's got a story for everything. Everything. I sat back in. This is back when we were at Victory Park. I would kind of come down there to do like stand-ups in the studio as a reporter, and I would just sit back there and talk to him because he would just kind of show up and do his thing and wait to go on air. And anyway, he just a wealth, a trough, a well of information, just unbelievable. Mm-hmm. Just had so much good stuff. Anyway, you have questions.
Yeah, I do have a question.
I throw tangent grenades everywhere. So
okay.
we got wrestling, we got Bible drill, we got Bill Sykes from Oliver Twist.
That's good. We like this.
Random crap.
We like chaos.
Tangent grenade.
That's a good grenade.
Remember that inspirational quote from Arnold Schwarzenegger? It's like literally his whole entire movie career was him grunting.
All right, now tell me this.
There's no good way to segue out of that.
You old.
Well, do you remember the first time somebody came to you and said, "What would you think about doing Daybreak?"
Yes, I do. And
I figured you would. It hadn't been exactly like 9 years or something like that.
It was like 2 months ago.
Well, back when in my day, I was a young lad, just a tadpole. No, they kind of asked me if I would. I was kind of filling in on the weekend mornings, and like at 4, just kind of filling the schedule. And then they were like, "Hey, do you want to fill in on Daybreak a few times? It's kind of a bigger show, and it's longer. It's 2 hours, 5 to 7, and then now we do 5 to 9. We do an extra 2 hours on digital on WFAA Plus. And dude, anchoring for 4 hours is it's an endurance maker. I'll tell you that much. It's a marathon for sure. But it was really kind of something that I leaned into and liked because." When I got to Channel 8, I knew there was going to be some, as you said, standards like that I needed to be. And there's a lot of great journalism where you're kind of a bulldog and you're holding people accountable. And again, you're illuminating issues in your community. And, a lot of reporters, when they come to that station, they show up kind of like buttoned up and they're real stiff and rigid and they want to tell you what you need to know. And there's a big value to that. Like, don't get me wrong. But I'm just not really a bulldog. I'm kind of a golden retriever. And I can still do the job, but I can just be a golden retriever a little bit better. And anyway, so I started doing Daybreak, and I found out you can be more fun. I can be that kid in the lunchroom doing some impressions that I was doing of my coaches and teachers. And I can be a little bit wild and have some fun, and I'm kind of like an energy bomb in my own respect when I wake up and I show up in the morning, and producers that have been there since midnight are kind of dragging, and I'm like, morning glory, hallelujah, everybody, how's everybody going? And everyone's like, oh my God, that was a lot. Kind of like how I walked into here. They're like, oh wow, that's who turned the volume up. But I found that was kind of a cool outlet for that. And I enjoyed that. I feel like it was fun to do. And then obviously the position came open and I applied, and I felt like it would be the next step for me. And I was looking for a change. I think I was reporting this. I was in my 8th year of reporting. I think, yeah. I finished my 8th year of reporting, and had been doing a lot of cool stuff, but doing it every night is it can wear on you after a while.
Yeah.
Just kind of going to scenes and carrying trauma that doesn't belong to you. That's very much kind of what we do as reporters, and we parachute in again on people's worst days, and we ask them to do an interview. It's kind of like, I don't mean to like belittle our industry, but like sometimes that can be a very difficult thing to process whenever you first get into it. And so after a while doing that, and obviously we do it with grace and we do it with intentionality, but from the person's side of me, I think it was just time for a change. And I kind of welcome the idea of doing what we're doing now, because it's just a little bit more fun. It's a little bit more me. And
so you asked somebody about it instead of them saying, hey, what would you think about doing this?
I filled in a few times, and they were like, oh, this guy's he's got some juice to him if ever there was ever an opening.
Oh, so they saw a possible fit, huh?
I mean, I don't know. I would just imagine they looked at some of the stuff I was doing and said, if there was ever an opening, you should probably think about it.
Yeah.
And so I didn't actually get approached to apply. The job posting was made, and I walked in and I said, when can I apply? Because I kind of wanted to do it. I was like, I think this was a good transition, be a good fit into the next chapter for me.
I'd say it's going pretty well.
It's great, man. I love it. And Dia's wonderful. Dia Wall joined us, I think, oh my gosh, 2 years ago. From Kansas City, and she grew up here, and she's amazing, and everybody on the show is super welcoming and super awesome. Greg's been there obviously for almost 30 years. Mm-hmm. I think he's on year 28 right now. He's stood the test of time.
Yes, he has.
For sure. I mean, I watched him in high school.
Yeah.
And when I tell him that in the morning, he's like, stop. Enough. Please, no more.
28 years in April.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah. So he's been there for a bit, and he's got some name recognition too. So anytime you can, make Greg laugh, that's like important to me. Because that's when it's like, all right, I'm gonna be okay. Greg's here been long enough, and he thinks I'm cool.
Don't you think you have name recognition?
I can tell you right now, I don't really think it's as good as like those guys who have been through like the 90s and the aughts. I've been recognized a few times, and it's generally by the older crowd. And I always if you know my first and last name, I always make time for you. I'm just like, oh my gosh, thank you for watching Channel 8. At least when I was a reporter, I didn't get a ton of name recognition, but now I think it's a little bit, I've had it a little bit more. Not just in random places, but sometimes here and there. People say, hey, Matt, how are you doing? I'm just like, oh, hey. It's kind of a new thing for me.
Yeah. You got to be gracious to those people, though, man.
100%.
Yes, you do.
I have a story about you turning him down for a photo, bro.
Yeah. Even if you've lost your job.
But I was nice about it.
Yeah, he just lost his job.
I was nice about it.
Just lost his job.
Yeah, I just lost my job.
Yeah, and I was like, I understand now. I understand that. Yeah. But no, it's pretty cool when that happens. I used to get a whole lot of, you look familiar. Are you on TV? And I'm like, I get that all the time. And if you didn't know the first and last name, I was like, I don't really have the time to explain all this to you. He's like, yeah, I'm actually a reporter on Channel 8, and it's only at 10 o'clock.
Worst days.
Yeah. I did some fun stories too.
No, I know you did.
My favorite stories, I mean, I got a wonderful 2023 with the Rangers. That was probably my favorite year being a reporter, hands down, because
that was my favorite year too of life.
Get this, check this out. So, literally, that year, nobody expected. What'd you say?
In your last life, you were a DJ.
Yeah. Welcome to K1021 with Mike Rhyner. If you're the ninth caller and guess his LDL cholesterol level, we'll give you a free Hyundai Sonata.
Oh my God, we need to get him and Rick Renner on together. Have you met Rick?
Man, that would be so insane.
Yeah.
Have you met Rick Renner?
There'd be too much talking, probably. No, I don't even know who's Rick.
Oh my God.
Oh, no.
Is that bad? Should I know who that is?
No, he's great.
He's great? Okay.
Yeah.
He was a longtime anchor on Fox Sports Southwest. He's the guy with the crazy hair.
Oh my gosh.
And it's real hair.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at him and you think, okay, this guy's doing a bit.
I just did what I told you that I kind of don't like.
But he's a former DJ and all that too.
Really? Okay, wow.
And he was a weather guy on TV.
And he's an awesome
sports
guy.
and all
Yeah,
that.
dude, that would be awesome. I mean, dude, I love
Yeah.
I love making new friends.
Yes.
Flooring.
Carpeting
Okay.
and stuff.
Cool.
Selling and flooring.
Yeah. Wow. That's a lot.
You're not there yet.
I'm not. Yeah. Call Milestone Electric. We'll fix it in a flash. Call today.
That's not an advertisement.
Now we literally have them on our air all the time. So in commercials, like I could tell you the amount of oh my gosh, Ben Abbott and Associates. That song gets in my head. I'm not speaking negatively about those who purchase advertising. I just literally have an earpiece in, and so I hear all the commercials all the time. And so, like, I know how they all go. Ben Abbott and Associates to let an accident wreck your life. Hello, Ben. Does that sound familiar? I can do all of them. Yeah, right. Well, I mean, they're already paying for airtime on Channel 8, so I feel like I'm not doing any harm by doing them again. Surely not. Anyway, but okay, yeah, right. Yeah,
no, we get to charge them.
Send them the bill. Yeah,
yeah.
But 2023, they weren't expecting the Rangers to be as good that year.
No, they were not.
The sports department was like, there were guys that took time off in October. Planned time off. I think someone had paternity leave that was scheduled. Something happened where, again, this was kind of the joke once I got assigned to cover some of it, was like, hey, yeah, a lot of guys didn't expect the Rangers to go that far because they just kind of were, I mean, guys plan their schedules out like pretty much months in advance sometimes. And so when you get to April and the season starts, you know, you kind of, we weren't doing good, you know, at all before then. So this was really cool. They needed a sports reporter to cover the ALCS, the first two games at Houston. And so they were like, Matt, we're going to send you because you're a big Rangers fan. And I was like, hell yeah, this is great. And so, dude, let me tell you this, getting a free ticket to go watch those first two games of the ALCS. And it's Jordan Montgomery, correct? He was the pitcher at that. Oh my gosh, watching him just put on a pitching masterclass. I think it was the first game he pitched. I think Evo pitched the second game, or maybe it was backwards. I'm not sure. Evo started one game, and then Jordan Montgomery did the other.
Yeah, I know if they have things their way, and they're not too up on sticking with the rotation.
Yeah,
it would be Evo first.
Yeah. Montgomery was first.
Jordan Montgomery,
and then Evo in game 2.
Okay, all right. So obviously, like, I had to go do a hit on the field. You know, this is like enemy territory for us. And clearly, you know, I'm like making I mean, I don't care. I'm not in the sports department. Like, I don't need to be impartial. So I'm like making jokes, you know, and stuff. And I'm just like, all the fans here, you know, they're ready for the game. And, you know, it's not going to be as much booing as we see at Global, I feel. That's not on the Rangers, you know. And anyway, so I was just doing stuff like that. And then when they won, you know, I got to sit in the press box the whole time. I had a great seat. Their press box is like kind of not up in the, you know, atmosphere like the one that the Globe Life is.
Yeah.
And I had an awesome seat watching that game. And like Jordan Montgomery, like whiffed. Oh my gosh. big guy, cleanup hitter.
Jordan Alvarez.
Jordan. He like made him whiff like 3 times. He like struck him out the most in the season. I think it was that night. Like Jordan had not struck out that much ever in at bat that season, and it was amazing. And I'm downstairs watching the game, and because we have to get post game and stuff. We were the only guys, and we're sitting there and they're coming out live to me, and I was like, what a highway robbery here in Houston. You could take that train up there and you could steal all the lost or whatever. I was making stupid, it was just great. And then we got to
down there sticking it up, huh?
Yeah. And then we get to go in the clubhouse, and I've not been in the clubhouse just yet for a Rangers game. And dude, that was intense because all the beat reporters are kind of like, first off, Major League Baseball beat reporters are like kind of in this like club, and if you show up on like a day where you're not in the club, they just treat you like you're scum.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They treat you like you're a radio guy.
They're not. Evan Grant is fantastic, nicest guy that I've ever met, and he's always been so kind to me. But there's been other guys from, I think, just kind of the outer Dallas, coverages, especially during the playoffs, because like the MLB would send folks, different people, and they just kind of look at you like, what do? You don't watch 163 baseball games a year. I'm like, yeah, maybe I do. I don't know. You don't know that. But there was like always these big scrums in the clubhouse, obviously, and that's common after sports, but I wasn't really used to it because I didn't do sports. And like being like this close to Corey Seager and like this close to Marcus Semien and this close to Nathaniel Lowe and this close to Jonah Heim. And then in the background, here's some free information what happened after that game, because I don't know if anybody would tell you or report on it within the
breaking news within
the fraternity of baseball journalists. They probably won't say anything. And Jordan Montgomery's not with the team anymore, isn't he? He went to the Yankees. He's back.
Yeah, he's back.
Oh man, I don't know if I should say this.
Now he's hurt, and he's probably not going to pitch much this year. But I
didn't even know he was back. When did we get him back?
We just got him like a couple weeks ago.
Oh man, wow, I missed that. Okay, well I do wake up at 1:45 a.m. So a lot of stuff goes over my head. But okay, so masterclass pitching performance. He's sitting there in the middle of the locker room, slumped up. Like I'm going to be really nice. This is just, I didn't expect this. I thought this guy was going to be just like kind of like, zoned in at the club, and at the locker or something like that. Just kind of, hey guys, yeah, good game. Jordan Montgomery looks like a 5-year-old with a tablet, just like this, in the middle of the locker room, and he's got a Bud Heavy, and he's just doing one of these, just like kind of has like his foot up on like a desk or something like that, and he's just doing one of these, and I was like, Jordan Montgomery just pitched his ass off in a game and looks like he's just 5 years old out here. Like at least kind of the posture looked like he was just really comfortable, just being like kind of slumped.
That's awesome.
Mike, closer? Sorry, my bad.
You kind of kicked it away.
My bad. It was just really,
you had to get in a position there.
Yeah, it was just really funny because he just, again, masterclass pitching. And then he was just kind of slumped up in the locker. And then once everybody kind of came in, he was like, all right, I'm getting out of here. He just like left. So because he didn't want to do press. But he was a really cool guy too, though. He was awesome, obviously. And we obviously did the first 2 games in the ALCS. And then we came back, nail biters, obviously, all the way toward the end. And then we got to cover the World Series. I mean, like, how many people get to cover the World Series? I mean, we got to be there covering fans and stuff. The first 2 games, at least when we were at home, didn't need the rest.
Awesome. It's awesome, man. Yeah. Covering the World Series is, that's what you do it for.
We were actually, since we were covering fans, the first night against the Diamondbacks, we were in Texas Live, and we were talking to a couple of people. Like, we did a live hit, and it was still the 9th, and we were in Texas Live. So we had already left the stadium, and we were just waiting to do our live hit. We did it. And so me and my photographer, Brandon Mowry, we're just sitting there waiting for the 9th inning to end. And we were obviously not expecting what happened next to happen next. And he was like, dude, what if Corey Seager just jacks one out of the park right now? And I was like, there's no way, man. I can see it, yeah, but like, there's no way. And I mean, like, what are the odds, right? And then, like, the first pitch, he just crushes it. Like, the hardest hitting ball I've seen him hit, like, ever. And we were like, oh my God. Like, everybody, Texas Live is just a madhouse, just absolute earthquake magnitude. Got to be on the 9, somewhere in the Richter scale. And then we look at each other like, man, I can't believe we missed that, dude. Had to be over at Texas Live. And they were like, wait a minute, we got backstage passes to Alice Cooper. It's like Wayne's World. like, wait a minute, we have media credentials. We can just go back into the game. And
There's no re-entry rules or anything.
Yeah. Right. So, like, we literally go back in. We see Adolis hit the walk-off.
Oh,
I mean, dude, it's just wonderful. Just a wonderful year for that team, and obviously for just being in the news and having fun.
Hey, the greatest moment of my sports life.
Was it really?
Oh yeah.
Or did you go to Arizona for the game, or did you?
No, I didn't go to I was watching it here like everybody else, but it's still the greatest moment of my sports life.
Yeah,
and it will never be topped.
Yeah,
I don't care what happens henceforth. I will not ask for anything better. I've seen the Rangers win the World Series.
Yeah.
I'm a happy guy.
That's huge, man. That is absolutely huge. I mean, who would have thought after the 2 back-to-back years we lost, that we would ever get a chance again? You know?
That just about spoiled it for everybody. Everybody thought it would just never happen again.
Yeah.
But it did.
Yeah.
Right, it did.
But it did.
It did.
But it did.
What's your favorite Tom Petty song?
Ooh.
Oh, man. Free Falling.
Nice.
Okay. All right. I just had to come up with a question like that to end on. That's all.
He had to just reach for something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lightning round type
I
question.
do have a very good, I do have some more Ranger stories that are really, I prepared for this, like, because I knew the Rangers would be maybe a hot topic.
All right, let's hear them.
Yeah.
Okay, so Creed was a huge part of the Rangers World Series run.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm a huge Creed fan. And I think there's a lot of people that really crapped on them in the 90s because they were like, man, you're just like trying to be religious to sell copies of their album and stuff. And I was like, man, there's actually some deep interpersonal battles that Scott Stapp is singing about that I think people are listening to now, and they're like, wow, this kind of resonates. It's like Nickelback, which is like about partying and like borderline domestic abuse. Like, literally, listen to the lyrics. They're just like, this. What are we singing about,
It's
guys?
pretty full throttle.
Yeah, it's real full throttle. But like Creed's like a self-finding, kind of. Yeah, very similar. So anyway,
He knows who Shinedown is.
I used to like listen to Creed in my headphones when I was in 4th grade. I had Human Clay, and I would ride around in an Old Navy tech vest in my neighborhood, and I would be like, "Are you ready?" I'd be like riding around on the bike. These guys are like pretty important to me, but I never got to see them live because they broke up before I ever had any money. So essentially, I was really eager to see him live. Never got to.
Wait a minute, Creed broke up?
Yeah, in
Sorry to tell you this.
2002,
Yeah,
I think.
it was a while ago.
And they
Yeah.
haven't gotten back together again?
Well,
Yeah,
check out what he's about to tell you.
They did in like 2008 briefly for an album release, and then nothing. And then they got back together once the Rangers kind of made them started using their songs again. They were like, wow, people like us? Like, people like Higher? Because everybody crapped on them. Like, whenever they were, yes. Ooh, yeah. But anyway, so they showed up randomly to game 3 of the ALCS to the stadium. All 4 of them did. And I was like, oh my God. I was in the outfield. There was like an auxiliary press area. If you couldn't sit in the alien ship up at the top of, the Ranger Stadium, they had an auxiliary press area. And I was sitting there, and John Blake or someone came over the intercom in the press box, and they were like, Creed is about to do an interview down in the press room if anybody wants to ask questions. And I wasn't there, and one of my photographers was, and he was like, dude, he's like, Creed's about to literally answer questions in the press box. You got to get over here. So the elevator to the press, or not the press box, the press room, that's underneath that's like on the event level of the field. So to get there, you have to go to home plate. There's an elevator at home plate, takes you down to the field, and then the press room is down here. It's next to the clubhouse. So I'm in center field, and I'm on like the 2nd floor in the auxiliary area, and I'm like like, I got to do the news, like Anchorman. Like, I'm just like
shoving people out of the way.
like running around. And like I'm running through this like kind of I guess it's is it the mezzanine area?
Sure.
I'm not sure. It's like the 200 level. Yeah. There's like some suites up there. Mm-hmm. I'm running like as hard as I can. I'm like, dude, I'm not going to get there in time. Then I see somebody taking an elevator to my left. And it looks like a guy who's like with the communications team. And I'm like, hey, are you guys going down to the clubhouse area? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, I'm with Channel 8. I need to be there when Creed does their press thing. Can I get in? Can I get in there? And he's like, yeah, sure. Come on in. So I'm in the elevator. And then guess who walks in?
Scott Stepp.
Creed. They are all their suites were right there next to the outfield. Crap. And all of them just like, excuse me. And they all just kind of walk in and I'm in the elevator. I'm like, and I didn't want to say anything because I was about to be I didn't want to like ask for a photograph and then you're in the press room asking questions right after that.
It's kind of
unprofessional.
Didn't want to try to make a joke on the elevator about can we take you higher? Can we take you lower?
You know, for a band that takes you higher, we're going down right now. What's happening?
Loved it.
Yeah, they might have. I bet they would have.
Yeah.
But it was so surreal. And I was just like, I don't want to say anything. I just want to enjoy this moment because I'm like literally this close to all of them. And then we went down to the press box, I keep calling it the press box. It's the media room. And I was like, everybody in the room locally knew I wanted to ask the question first. And so we all walk in, and I'm like the guy that got on their elevator with them. And I was like, so when did you guys know that the Rangers like really liked you guys?
And they're total Chris Farley.
Yeah, right. Like, oh man, that's awesome that you guys are here. That's really cool. And then like Scott Stapp is just like, he's like, oh, we really appreciate that, and we just know that there's a higher plane calling us here on this planet, Anyway, if you ever go to a concert, that's literally how he talks. It's pretty funny. I'm just like, play the song, forget this preachy stuff. Yeah. But anyway,
that's so fun.
Do you want another cool Ranger story?
Yeah, sure.
I got one more.
Yeah.
Because I talked to him today. So 2024 opening day. It was back when we just won the World Series. They had the gold jerseys out for sale, and so we were talking in the sports room, like what would be a good story to do because I had done a couple of pieces in the playoff run about. I did something on Can you say anything nice about the Astros? That got a lot of play. Have y'all seen that before?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
You have? Okay. Well, if you guys take a look at it, if you haven't, or if you want to like refresh your memory, it's really funny. And so they were like, Matt, what can you do that would be funny for the opening day stuff? And so essentially, they were like, why don't you ask people what jersey they want you to get or that you should get, like a gold jersey, and then you should ask him like all the questions about like who's your favorite player, what jersey should I get, and he's like, and Jonah Javad suggested this. He goes, how about you ask every person who they want you to like who should you get? They're all gonna say like Corey Seager, Adolis Garcia, all these like marquee names. And he goes, and you should just get a Travis Jankowski jersey.
Hell yeah!
I was like, that's brilliant. I was like, and what if I get a wig and wear it while I'm buying it? And so this story, I don't know if you can pull it up, but it would be really funny if you could. But is there a possibility to take this full? You have permission from Channel 8, I promise you.
I will try to find it. Okay.
It should be something like Matt Howerton jersey.
Yeah. Ash, I'm sending it to you now in an email if that helps.
This is pretty good.
All right, this is live email here on YDC today.
Yeah. You got a Hotmail account still? or an Opera account?
Email we've ever had. I've still got AOL.
This is our interlude music.
That's my favorite.
So Ashley feels less pressure.
That's my favorite thing in the world is that poor recorder music.
It's so good.
It's like, did you ever get a recorder when you were in elementary school?
Hell yeah.
It was just, is there like a big recorder industry?
There must be.
Like, there's no way.
No use outside of that.
Yeah, like, there's got to be a conspiracy.
I've got one now. Don't I?
You got a slide whistle.
You have a slide whistle.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is that kind of like the one that's like,
yeah.
Okay.
You can play your slide whistles.
Yeah, it's like Pry on the desk.
Don't you play? Don't you play guitar? Don't you play a little guitar?
A little.
I think you do too, don't you?
Huh?
You play guitar too, don't you?
I do. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. If you guys want me to ever joke around. Oh, you have a slide. There it is.
Yeah.
There's a slide whistle. Hand me that thing. I want to play it while we're waiting.
Mike's reasonably clean.
No way. What do? You just pull it down? Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
It's kind of stiff.
Yeah. No way. That's so cool. I'm sorry. I'm like a 4-year-old kid.
Yes.
Okay.
No, it's fine.
Okay. So this is easier to just show this to you, and then we can. Yeah. Dude, we could have done that for an hour. We could have just Mike Rhyner and Matt Howerton blow into a silly whistle for an hour. There's your headline for the podcast.
No.
My God.
Yes, it is.
Uh-oh.
The hell?
It's okay. We got plenty of time.
Yeah.
Are we over? Is there a
no?
Oh, that's right. We're on the internet.
Yeah, we're not bumping up against network programming or anything.
The person that makes it over or not is the one trying to figure out the TV.
It's okay. It's okay. We got time.
Yeah.
But I swear, there's a point to this. There is a point.
I want it.
Yes. She did it.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah. That's pretty good on the slide whistle. Oh my gosh!
Dude.
On the slide whistle.
My God.
I didn't even know you could make. I mean, wow.
You have no idea how many times I've listened and practiced this during the day.
This is a stiff slide whistle.
Wow. I didn't even know you could play a slide whistle.
Yeah.
I thought it was just for
I guess I'm not
gags.
totally surprised.
Did y'all just hear that?
He just played
the sad. He just played the sad "My Heart Will Go On" on a slide
Played
whistle.
the Titanic song.
Titanic is one of his favorite movies.
Okay, we ready?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, wait a minute.
Audio.
We don't have any audio.
Audio.
I look like a total
does it?
goof.
Here, you do it from your computer.
Okay.
Come on, Shoopy.
We'll sync this up. All right.
Very well.
2, 1.
Go. Where's your music?
Son of a bitch.
Guys, this is.
I gotta
okay.
get one by the end of the game. But which player do I get?
Opening day, baby! I don't like Cubs fans. I don't like Astros fans. Yeah. I don't like anybody that's not a Rangers fan. Yeah. Go Rangers!
I gotta get a jersey by the end of the day. Which one should I get? Which jersey should I get?
Corey Seager. Yeah.
Corey Seager?
Of course.
Corey Seager's a good choice. You got any suggestions?
I was gonna say the same thing because we were both at game 1.
Seager or Garcia?
El Bombi.
I know nothing about baseball.
What?
Let's see what the players have to say. Which jersey should I buy?
Ooh, see, that's
Old
hard.
Dane.
There's a lot of good candidates.
I mean, the easy answer is always to get the MVP, and that's Corey Seager.
El Blondie. Have you read about that?
I've heard El Blondie. and I like it.
It's not to look like a guitarist from Seattle, the long hair.
No, it's just I got a really small head.
What do you condition with?
I use whatever my wife gives me.
Get a Dulce's jersey.
Are you a Skinnerd fan by chance?
I am not. No.
You look like you could be in the band.
I like Freebird and Simple Man, but that's about all I know.
Garcia!
Can you really ours?
Garcia!
I look ridiculous in this.
No, Matt. Get Evan Carter. He'll be here for a long time.
How many pile drivers have you taken in your life?
12.
If someone steals a jersey, what do?
I tackle him.
Elbow to the throat.
Right, there you go.
Crush their windpipe. What about Travis Jankowski?
I do.
It's not a bad name.
Yeah. El Blondie.
I'll still go Corey Seager.
You don't want me to buy a Jankowski jersey?
No.
A selfless and modest
use
man.
Your money in a better way.
Oh, what?
Matthew,
God?
That's Joe Trahan, by the way.
you know what you must do.
Yeah.
You have great hair.
Thanks.
Okay, hang on. So that was kind of the idea, right? Like in the sports department, they're like, go ask everybody who you should get. They'll tell you Corey Seager, they'll tell you Adolis, Simeon, whomever. And they're like, and you get a Jankowski jersey. You get the fans guy. You get the fans player, the guy who stepped up for Adolis in the playoffs, who's the recognizable El Blondie. And so we went to the costume shop. I went to the costume shop, got the hair thing, went down to the clubhouse. I was the only guy interviewing Travis Jankowski that day on opening day. And I'm not trying to say like he's not worthy of being interviewed, but like they go around and they talk to like Scherzer, they talk to, Simeon, they talk
the big names.
Yeah,
they talk to
fair.
them. And Jankowski's, utility outfielder and he plays around. And anyway, I didn't even ask him whose jersey I should get because I knew I was going to get his. And so I was like, I was kind of messing with him about the hair so I could obviously show that I have the hair thing. Then when he said, Leonard Skinner, I was like, then we can play Leonard Skinner at the end. And then when he was like, dude, he's such a nice guy. He was like, use your money in a better way. And I was like, dude, this guy's so like humble and nice. And anyway, so we get his jersey. That night we're writing the piece, we're putting this together. And literally the Rangers are down 2 against the Cubs opening day. Guess who comes up to pinch hit? Travis Jankowski. And he hits a home run, only the 11th time in his career, and he ties the game. And then they walked it off in the next inning.
Wow. Right.
An hour later, when the game's over, guess who all is at his locker? Everybody. And it started out, that day started out with me talking to him about his hair and about
I guarantee you, some of those guys standing around that locker had to be told who they were talking to.
Yeah. It was pretty funny, man. And like, so basically today we went and talked to Jankowski because he's back. Yeah. He's playing first base, or he's the first base coach.
Yeah, he's a coach.
Yeah, and so we have a cool story with him. And I was going to plug that. And we showed, he had never seen that.
No way.
Like, he had never seen it. And so I showed it to him, and he's like, that's the best thing I've ever seen. And I was like, yes, Janception. We did it. We got him. It's all good.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Janception. Directed by Christopher Nolan.
Wow.
Well, anyway, I feel like I'm taking up all the time. I'm sorry.
Did I
hijack the show? I think I hijacked it.
Actually, there is... Time is a flat circle up in here.
Yeah. Gosh, great show. True Detective.
Yeah.
I could talk about that show for hours. Oh, my gosh.
Loved it. Loved it.
Y'all watching anything fun right now? I used to work at Blockbuster, so this is kind of like this is my MO. Could be movies.
Does Jeopardy count?
Yeah.
Jeopardy's fantastic.
Every night.
It's the last thing I do every night.
Ken Jennings?
Yep.
He's still trucking along as host?
Yep, he is.
He's great, man.
He is.
He's fantastic.
He's got the shtick down, man.
And Celebrity Jeopardy is on right now.
You guys, I feel like no one's really on Wheel of Fortune anymore. I feel like every time I turn it on, it's like Celebrity Wheel of Fortune.
Skeletor is their host.
Oh, God.
Oh, my gosh.
He's too scary.
My gosh.
Right after Jeopardy ends, you hear, wheel! Oh, my God! That causes a nervous reaction in me. My skin breaks out.
I try to get off of it before that happens.
Have you guys seen A Night of the Seven Kingdoms? It's like a Game of Thrones spinoff.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's really good. You don't even need to know anything about Game of Thrones. It's
Really?
like kind of it's like this generation's A Knight's Tale, but with some Game of Thrones stuff in there. It's really good. It's on HBO.
Okay.
You guys should check it out.
We'll add it to the list.
Just finished.
What else?
Oh, man.
Are you watching
What is Matt watching?
I just got done watching that. What was that drop?
Did you catch the game last night?
Oh my goodness, man! I watched that. I'm done with that. I'm rewatching Succession with my wife because she wants to see it. She hasn't seen it, and I was like, "You'll like this. This is kind of cerebral and funny."
Oh, I love that show.
It's so good. It's so good. Yeah, that was the last one I did. Was A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. I do rewatch Chernobyl a lot, though. Have you guys seen Chernobyl?
It is good.
Yes, I knew you would watch that.
Not good, not terrible.
No, I mean,
Or not great, not terrible.
It's not. It's not a great thing that happened. But like, it's a limited series, and it's like 6 episodes.
No, it's a great one.
It's a real easy watch.
What's that on?
HBO, I think.
HBO.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. They kind of talk about the fallout and like the. Wow, we're really getting real dark right now talking about a nuclear disaster. It was in the 80s, but
you're the one that brought it up.
Yeah. It's really interesting. It's like about how the Soviet Union has to grapple with like dealing with the worst thing that's ever happened on this planet, but also like
protecting their reputation.
Yeah, emit like a strength, like show might and strength, and because not like embarrass themselves, like while people are dying of radiation poisoning, and it's kind of like how the people in the middle had to like figure it out and like clean it up and make sure it didn't like destroy countries and populations.
Well, that sounds like fun.
It's very if you're really into politics and what happens during a nuclear blast or nuclear meltdown, it's very interesting because like there was a lot of film that like the Soviet Union took of like that cleanup and they used it to like base off of this this show.
Oh, that's cool.
And I think it was unearthed whenever the Soviet Union eventually fell. I think
that sounds right.
Anyway,
you're the news guy,
right? Yeah, I don't want to put my stamp on everything, but I don't know. I'm not an expert.
Yeah, we brought you in here to talk about stuff like that.
Yeah.
Historically, that has to be really an interesting show anyway because it was closed off. It's not like any of us knew what was happening.
It's such an interesting. It's like fascinating to like just like look at how like if that were to happen in the U.S., that would like be crazy. Like if there's like a part of the country we just can't enter because of this, that, and the other. But anyway, sorry, is this a downer?
No,
it's kind of a downer. Let's go back to the radio voice.
We know you're kind of winding down, so
yeah. I'm just kind of
5 minutes to your bedtime.
I'm just kind of like forever sleep. Yeah. I'm like Yoda in the Empire or not Return of the Jedi when he's just like rest now. I just kind of keep going slower and slower. Your father, Vader, is.
I got to tell you, I did not expect this from you.
What were you expecting?
Not this.
Really?
Yeah.
Were you expecting like buttoned up?
A little bit, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, just because I don't know you or anything, or I didn't.
I did approach you at a bar, asking for a picture.
Yeah,
like,
you
I'm
did.
Pretty
you
assertive.
Did. You did, and that bar is not exactly what you would call a, shall we say, well-heeled type of establishment.
Fair point.
It's kind of a dive bar.
Yeah,
it's very much a dive bar.
But that's the way I like it.
Damn right.
That's the way I like
That's
it.
the best kind.
Yeah.
I don't like going into any places that are loud. I just really hate that. It's just not my favorite anymore, at least. I don't know. Used to when I was a kid, I could kind of stomach it and be like, all right, cool, let's have fun.
What's an example of a bar that's loud?
Like
these
a
days?
club, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like where it's music that's just like do 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 do, and you're just like, hey, you want to get a drink? Yeah. You're like, what? It's like that's the whole night with everybody.
Do they even have those anymore?
I think you'd be surprised. I've had to like be dragged to one time. I think generally like at weddings or like I went to after a wedding recently. We went to I don't even know where this place is, but it's downtown. It's an Asian restaurant, but then they have like a speakeasy club in the back.
Oh yeah.
I don't know the name of it. I should know the name of it, but that's just rural Ellis County boy who got dragged to this club, and everyone there is like doing bottle service, and I'm like, "Can I have a Coors Light, please?" And it's like, "What?" It's like, "Do a Coors Light, please." Anyway, but yeah, like
I should say, man, you ain't adding up one nostalgia tonight.
I know, man. I know. See, that's like the fun thing about karaoke. It feels like a church service, except it's not. Everybody's singing, and there's kind of a joyous sense.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's a really good time. That's like kind of why I'm drawn to it.
Yeah. You like karaoke, Shoopy?
I like to watch it. I try not to get on the mic.
What's your go-to karaoke? If you had to do one, what's your go-to karaoke song?
I generally try not to.
Really? You try
it's
not?
It's for the good of everyone.
All right, what if we had some
Sounds
sort
like
of
a dying animal.
What if we had some sort of event where, I don't know, the fate of the world depended on you doing a song?
I will put my wife up as proxy.
No, you gotta pick one. Like, what? You can't just think of one right now? Tequila. Have you ever heard the song Hocus Pocus by Focus?
Oh, yeah. You
Okay.
bet.
All right.
That was a big hit back in the day.
I have a great story about, I'm sorry, if you guys really want me to stop this podcast, we can. But I might be here all night if I continue talking. It is almost my bedtime.
It's literally 6:28.
We have a heart out.
Well,
it's in 2 minutes.
He's going to become a pumpkin.
All right, you got 2 minutes here.
So on my bachelor party, we went to Pensacola, which is where my wife's from, for the Blue Angels July 4th show. That is really fun if you guys have never been. Air shows are like kind of meh when you go to like a runway somewhere and it's hot. But in Pensacola, the Blue Angels show is on the beach. And you can like go in the beach. You can bring a cooler of beer. You can bring snacks. You can do all sorts of stuff. And they just like literally like burn jet fuel over your head. Yeah. It's amazing. Anyway, had my bachelor party there because a bunch of guys were like, there's no way we're going to an air show for your bachelor party. I was like, guys, just feel it out. Like just try it first. And then we'll see. It's like Talladega, but with airplanes. That's the easy, and no one's racing. It's just basically doing a show. And we go to this bar. It's karaoke on the Strand. And I didn't have my wallet with me because I was wearing my swimsuit, and we had rented a golf cart, and we were just kind of driving around the Strand, going to these different places. And we pull up. They wouldn't let me get a beer because they said I was like over 18. And I was like, what? I was like, dude, like I was born in 1989. Like if you weren't 21, like I guess if it was last year, you would have to have been born in, let's see, 2003, right? 2004.
We don't do math here.
Yeah.
Something like that.
That's insane. Like do I look like I was born in 2004 or earlier? That's crazy. So he wouldn't serve me. And I'm just like, dude, I'm going to have to go back to the house and get my wallet. And anyway, I was like, I don't want to do that. So I asked my friend, I was like, just go buy me a drink. I'm not trying to get anything crazy. And he the bartender pointed it out. And was like, no, don't do that. And I was like, what are you doing, dude? Like, this is crazy. Like, is the equivalent of the TABC here? So I go back to the house, I get my wallet, and I come back, and they're doing karaoke. And I'm like, I'm going to get everyone out of this place, and I'm so mad that they just were being so petty with me. So I went up to the lady and I was like, can I do Hocus Pocus by Focus? Which, if you've ever heard this song, it's like, yeah, and it's nothing but yodeling.
Yeah.
And there were several people who left the bar.
Nice.
Very, and I was very proud of that.
That's good.
I was very proud of that. And there's a video of it, and I'm screaming and yodeling, and it's very unpleasant. It sounds like a slaughterhouse. It's very bad. But it's just there's that one part, he's like, he kind of does that scat man stuff. And when I did that part, everyone was like, what's that? That's it right there.
That right there?
Yeah. And wait, hang on. Listen, this one part. Yeah. Hang on. Yeah, that's imagine doing that in a karaoke bar.
Oh my God.
Everybody would just be like,
man, I would love to see it.
Well,
I did it.
We know a place where you can recreate.
I achieved a few patrons leaving, and it's mainly the people that were wanting to be there to be seen. And I was like, you don't come here to be seen. You come here with your ID. Anyway.
All right, man, it's time for you to go to bed.
I gotta go to bed. Please watch WFAA Daybreak. Also watch Your Dark Companion.
Yes.
You guys have been so awesome. Thank y'all so much for inviting me, man.
Hey, thank you for doing this. The great Matt Howerton of Channel 8.
I would not miss this, man. And literally, I've been looking forward to this for 2 weeks.
Aww.
I've been not only have I never done a podcast before, you guys are the first ones, but literally I've talked to Jesse about it. He's like, Mike and the guys are so much fun. And I was like, I know. I've listened to them previously before, when they were on the radios.
Damn
right. And so I love this. This is so much. I'm honored that you guys asked me on.
Well, we're honored to have you, man. You're damn good at what you do, brother.
Thank you, sir.
Yay.
Thank you, sir. I also have a fun side, too. I'm not afraid.
Yeah, you sure do.
I'm not afraid to let it loose a little bit.
You sure do.
I'm not afraid to let it loose a little bit.
If there's one thing we learned about the great Matt Howerton today, it's that.
Yeah.
And that I have really bad hair when it's not done. Look at that. It's fantastic, is it not? Looks like a doll's hair. Parted in the middle. Just really bad.
I can't imagine it not being great all the time.
Yeah, a doll with dead eyes.
All right, that is it for us for today. We got anything else we need to do here? Anything else?
I think there's a read or something, but
The new thing for our YouTube and website.
oh yeah.
Oh, you want to do that now? Okay, let's do that now. All right, one
We have a new
more stolen water media note for you, but don't. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen for some reason, for certain metaphysical reasons we can't possibly comprehend.
Yeah, get this slide flute out.
Here we go. All right, now we got to tell you about what's going on here with us. Stolen Water is making a move. Stolen Water Media is making a move after 2+ years. We got to change and keep up with the way we're growing. You guys have gotten us a little bit bigger than we thought we would be, and we're going to respond accordingly. You can continue to view all 8 of our podcasts on our Patreon pages, but now you can get all episodes at this website, www.stolenwatermedia.com. That's it, www.stolenwatermedia.com. That's right, all Stolen Water Media Productions, Your Dark Companion, Just Wondering with Norm Hitzkus, on Maximo, Beer 30 Sports O'Clock, The Clubhouse, The Ingle Angle, The Clubhouse Podcast, The Ingle Angle, The Signal 51 Chronicles, and Sunset Soccer Club are available on our website. It's a developing story, but you can begin watching and listening right now. www.stolenwatermedia.com. You can find them all there and continue to find all audio wherever you find your favorite podcasts and some places you've never heard of. You all continue to support us in our success. We feel and appreciate the love. Stick with us as we make this move. And as always, rate us and leave a nice review wherever you follow us. Share us on your social media. Recommend us to your family and friends. Thank you. Thank you, Shoopy, Ashley, Becca, the great Matt Howerton.
Wow, great.
Yeah.
I'm Mike.
And if you're the 9th caller and you guess Mike's cholesterol, we'll give you that free Hyundai Sonata.
Think very, very high. Bye.
Mine's high. Mine's high too.
All right. I'm going to go take my pants off. Your Dark Companion is a Stolen Water Media presentation.